Hey boo, so today I have a special pick a card reading for you, and this pick a card topic is what they wish you knew. Okay, this could be the person on your mind, the person that you're crushing on, the person that is crushing on you, or this could be your literal person, like you're dating this person or you're in a relationship. You could also be in a no contact separation with this particular person, and we will see what they wish you knew or what they wish to tell you. Okay, that they haven't basically revealed to you. Okay, so what's hidden, right? So that's basically what the topic is about. You have three options in front of you: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pick whichever option is pulling you the most. You can be pulled to all three options, two options, one option. Just take a deep breath and choose your option. Okay, check the description box below for the timestamps, as well as for my Patreon for exclusive pick a card readings not available anywhere on YouTube. You can also check out my Etsy shop for booking a private reading with me. You can also donate to my channel through my PayPal in case you resonate with the messages. Alright, and you can also check out my Amazon wish list in case you want to gift me tarot decks and oracle decks for my channel. Okay, so thank you so much guys for coming in, and let's dive into your piles. Alright, pile 1. So let's see what they wish they can tell you. What are their confessions for you, boo? Let's see. Pile 1. Spirit, please tap me into pile 1. Ancestors, spirit guides of pile 1. Please tap me into pile 1 and their person on their mind. What this person wishes that pile 1 knows about them, through them, or what they want to tell you. Let's see. Very intriguing. We have triumph. The first thing I felt is that this person wants to tell you, and what they wish that they could tell you is that they're actually extremely egotistical. They're very egotistical, okay? And sometimes because of certain decisions that they take from their ego, they are not able to decide from their heart. They completely are devoid of feelings when they make certain decisions in their life. And most of their decisions currently are based on ego. What will make their ego or their image appear better to people? How can they appear to be the best version of themselves without having to do too much of, you know, self-reflection on their decisions? How they don't have to take certain accountability for what they're doing currently, because they can do whatever they want to and nobody can stop them from doing that. So if you try to stop them, or if anyone tries to stop them from doing what they want, which could be extremely selfish, it could be extremely greedy, it could be extremely egotistical, like I said, right? But this person cannot be stopped. That's what they wish you knew. That if you try to stop me, pile 1, I'm not going to be stopped by any of your attempts. I will run over you. Okay, so this person is coming through with a very, like a, I don't know, like a honest approach in this reading, and their higher self is also quite pissed off with this person because they don't listen to their higher self. They don't listen to the version of themselves which believes in truth and morality and ethical principles, right? This person will go against morals and ethics to get what it is that they want, even if they have to run over people to do it. Extremely egotistical. And I feel like they also are, they want to win. They always want to win. So if they look like a winner around people, they will, go there, even if they dislike those people. Even if those people bully them or tear them down, that's okay. That's natural. That's how you win. That's how this person thinks. And they wish that you knew this about them. Interesting. Whoever this is, pile one, all their secrets are coming out in this reading. I'm telling you. Yeah. Because this person is like literally, their higher self is like coming through to give you all the messages here with complete honesty because you deserve it, right? Yeah. So let's see. We have shadow, the shadow card. Look at them and their shadow. They're completely engrossed in their shadow. They are enmeshed with their shadow. Them and their shadow have become so tight knit, or like the bonding between them and their shadow is like their shadow has a grip over them. That's what I'm getting. Their shadow has a complete grip over this person. So shadow is everything that is repressed within a person because they are ashamed that if it gets out, that people will think of them as weird or as a loser or weak. But they have repressed those things and they overcompensate in trying to win over others or trying to bully others or trying to criticize others or trying to one up others. Okay? And they don't want to do the shadow work. They don't want to self-reflect on how they are hurting others in the process, how they are affecting others' emotions in the process, how they could be terrorizing others in the process of what they want selfishly for themselves. They are in grips of their shadow here. And we have victory and success. Yeah. So what they wish you knew is that if there is a separation between the both of you currently, what they wish you knew is that they are going to show you that they are winning regardless. Like they are going to show you that they are not affected by anything that you said, anything that you did. Even if you did good to them, or you helped them in some way, or you assisted them in some way, this person will not ever tell you how you actually help them, because then that means they have to put themselves in like a subservient position which their ego cannot tolerate. Okay? And this person feels that this is the only way that they can gain success in life, is to tear other people down, is to not be considerate of other people and their emotions and their thoughts and their desires. That's how they think they will be successful in life. That's how they think they can take over the world. That's how they think that they will win in life or have victory and success in life. This person is obsessed about winning and controlling. This person also likes to do things their way and they can ghost anytime they want. Like they are extremely moody and very, very critical of people who don't follow their lead or follow what they want them to follow. So if you could have like said no to something, or if you could have acted on your own accord, or I don't know, tried to change the trajectory of this relationship, this person moved on. Like gallantly, I'm hearing, like as a king or a queen, right? Like, I don't care, right? But internally, it's their shadow side that's acting this way because their shadow has a complete control over this person. Their demons, their inner demons, have a complete control over this person. Okay? So this is what they wish they could tell you, that their higher self is apologizing to you for whatever they did, for however they have treated you until now, for however they are treating you currently. Their higher self is apologetic, but their current 3D self, nah. The 3D self doesn't care about it. But trust me, they are incurring karma for this. For what they are doing, they are getting karam for this. Right? They are entangling themselves in their own shadowy knots. Okay? We have patience. Okay? So I don't think this person has patience. This person has to work on patience, is what they wish you knew. That they are very impatient and impulsive when it comes to what they want and the decisions they make. And if you try to be a problem in that, or if you try to create problems in their life, especially when they want something that they want, then you will be kicked out of their life. Like they're very ruthless and mean. and that is what they wish you knew. So now this could be a person that you're currently seeing, okay? And I feel like you could be seeing some glimpses of their ego, okay? But maybe they are playing on a lot of charm in front of you, right? Because you're just recently seeing this person or whatever. But this person wishes you knew this honest truth about this person, okay? So it could be whoever. Take it how it relates. Whichever person you have on your mind, this is that person, and their higher self is coming through to tell you the absolute truth to save you from this person in some way, shape, or form. Okay, because it will require patience on your end to maybe see how this person actually learns from their mistakes. Yeah, my voice was going right now. So let's see. Pile one. What does pile one's person wish they could tell pile one? What does this person wish? I want to take this connection to the next level. Okay, interesting. So this person wishes to tell you, pile one, that the contribution that you have had in their life, even though they kind of downplay it, even if they show you that you didn't matter, or that all they care about is themselves, and that's how they see life, and that's how their upbringing has been, and blah blah blah, right? But somewhere deep in their heart, they know that they want the next level in this connection, and that maybe you ask them for the next level in this connection, or if you will ask them for the next level in the future, this is how they are going to react to it. Okay, because they have a problem with that on the 3D level, on their physical self level, right? But on deep in their heart, even they know that they are ready for this. They know that they are ready for the next level in this connection between the both of you. They know that they are ready to reconcile, to let go of the differences that are causing issues and arguments and fights between the both of you, or constantly like on and off relationship where they're moving on or they're coming back. They're moving on and then they're coming back. All of that has to be like kept aside, and like an understanding has to happen between two people, and they understand this, and they know that it's their fault on a very deep subconscious level, right? That's why their higher self is apologizing to you. But for them to literally take this connection to the next level and to also see it through, they require patience in their 3D self, which they lack. Remember, I told you that they lack patience. So that is what they're struggling with currently, is that their shadow has overtaken them so much. I hide behind material things, exactly, right? So their material success, their material victory, um, the public image that they have in the world, that is all that matters to this person. That is that is everything to them. It doesn't matter who is beside them, as long as whoever they are with is increasing their public image, right? So this person is quite like materialistic, quite selfish, greedy, manipulative. They could ghost you based on like, whatever they want you to follow and you don't, right? Very, very controlling, and they wish you knew this about this person. Okay. Yeah. So we have this card here. The reason I come and go is because I just can't stay away. But I'm not ready to give all that I know you deserve, so I run. So what they wish you knew is that the reason they come and go from your life, which I was telling you that it's an on and off relationship as well, right? Is because again their shadow has overtaken them, and their shadow tells them to keep you on a leash in some way, or to keep you hooked, to keep you hooked to them in some way, so that they can like come and go as they please. Like they don't have to take responsibility for when they come and what they cause, the emotional wreckage that they cause within your heart, and then they leave. It's like this person creates conflict where there doesn't have to be any conflict, because you want the next level in this connection, you want something better in this relationship, or maybe you want a serious relationship, you want something that you deserve, and this person doesn't have the patience to give that to you, doesn't have the level of accountability that it requires and the maturity that it requires to see a relationship grow, right, and to nourish it. So the reason they come and go is because they can't stay away from you though. So that is very toxic. They can't even stay away from you, pile one. This is what they wish you knew. Okay? That they actually can't stay away from you. But they are not ready to give you all that you want, right? So they are in conflict within their mind about whether to take this to the next level or whether to keep it on the same level. So they manipulate you by coming and going from your life to keep you on the hook, to keep you on a leash, so that you don't leave or so that you don't completely move on from them. As soon as you move on, they are back again, or they are hovering again, or they are trying to control you again. Okay? I feel like this person also has another friend and someone in their ear who also like feeds their ego, feeds their dark side, feeds their shadow. Okay? And boasts this person up to behave this way as well. Okay? And this person like listens to them, because I feel like this friend that your person has is into like a lot of substances and things like that, so this friend keeps this your person hooked on substances or like alcohol or something like that, um overdoing something, right? um yeah, very interesting. We have I'm afraid of this love, afraid of the pain too, in reverse. I feel like this person shows a very like a confident, courageous, bold side to them. Like they are not afraid of anything. Like they can take any risk that they want. That nobody can actually take them down. Or like they are like the strongest warrior, in the universe or something like that. They come across like that, with their ego and this inflated sense of self. Like there's nobody greater than them, right? But inwardly they are like broken inside. Like they have this mask on of confidence, but that mask is fake. It's like a fake confidence due to which they have manifested whatever they have until now. But it's not real confidence that comes from the inside, you know, that comes from doing the inner work and the self reflection within themselves, to see themselves in the eyes, and see all the darkness that they have caused to other people or themselves as well. They treat themselves in a horrible way, which is why they treat others this way, because they have not loved themselves. So they treat you in a horrible way by coming and going. They treat others like, dirt, because they know that they are dirt inside. So it's really sad. I feel like sad for this person, to be honest with you, pile one. um yeah, I have awoken is in reverse. I have awoken because of our love and sought out guidance for our path together in reverse. Okay, so I feel like they don't want to like awaken to this connection and see and realize the potential within this connection and to take this to the next level. They don't want to do that, because then they lose the plot of manipulation, that they can control you however they want, right? So that is the reason why they they have someone in their ear as well, like a friend. Already told you, right? Someone who really like guides them towards doing wrong towards you, or manipulating you, or keeping you on a leash. This friend like really encourages them to do these things to like people. Okay. um so yeah, this guidance for our part together, that tells me that this friend is really trying to like push your person down, keep them. This friend itself is like controlling this person, like having hooks on this person in some way. Okay, which is causing like this person to, I mean, it's causing this person to be controlled, even though they think that they are winning or that they are achieving milestones in their life by doing these things, and like stomping over other people for success and for victory, which is false victory. Like currently maybe they are having a lot of like financial promotions, or they are meeting with like top-notch people in their industry, or they are having like big meetings, and they hide behind these quote unquote triumphs which actually have no solidity on the inside. Okay, so it's like a fake it till you make it kind of energy that they have. um yeah, give me a moment. Pile one. So like I was saying, pile one, that so this person wishes you knew that that they're really controlled by their shadow. Okay, and that they love manipulating you. They love the control that they can have over you, because it just keeps proving to them how victorious they are or how successful they are in basically following their plan and feeling like a genius for being able to achieve this level of manipulation or the grip that they have on you. Okay, give me more spirit on pile one. I am thinking about you right now. So this person is low-key obsessed with you. And I feel like they low-key obsess on how to make you more and more addicted to them or hooked on them, so that they can come and go whenever they please. So that they can, maybe whenever they come, they can shower you with something like a gift or something material to make you a bit, like, to make you okay. They could also try to control you through material things. So maybe they don't want you to succeed in life. Maybe they don't want you to work or you to achieve success, because they want to be the only one who achieves success, right? So they think about these things very deeply. Okay, and the more that they strategize and they see that their plans are working on you, they really celebrate, like, in their mind. um, Very, very interesting personality you have here, pile one. Okay, and I'm not a sugarcoater right here. Okay, I'm very, very honest. um, and because of that, I'm like despised by all narcissists and psychopaths in the world. Like, I've already understood that by now. um, just my existence makes them that demons come out. you know so yeah, let's see. I've been losing sleep since you're always running through my mind. I'm telling you, this person, if you have been in no contact separation after you asked them to level up this connection, or there has been some argument and some backlash that they created unnecessarily. It didn't have to be such a big argument, but maybe this person did create it, right? um Now they are losing sleep because they feel that this separation could be like a permanent one, because maybe you have drawn your boundaries, or you have shown them an aspect to your personality which is also very, very patient, right? So you don't have to need this person to function in life, or you don't have to crave this person to go on in life, right? So maybe you're also activating your self-love, or you're working on healing yourself. You're not codependent on them anymore, right? And they're losing grips over you in some way, and this is really pissing them off, because I feel like the only way that they feel in control of their life is when they can control others, which is so sad. Pile one. It's really sad. It's such a lonely world in there, in their mind. Imagine, pile one. That's what, yeah, they wish you knew this. Literally, they wish you knew how lonely it is in their mind to only get a sense of happiness and relief when they see others suffer, or when they see others like kind of feel weak when they are in their presence, or they want to see others weak when they are around them, or something like that. And imagine how lonely it is, because not everyone feels like that, right? Not everyone even shows that in the first place. So their shadow has actually taken control of them. Like, they are not in control of this part of them which likes to do this, right? That shadow is actually active within them on the down low though. So they're losing sleep over this, because now their pain is coming up to the surface in a way, and they don't want to deal with it. So they could be again meeting up with their friends and hooking up parties, or substances, blah blah blah, right? You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I'm telling you. So they downplay your importance, is what they wish you knew. That they love to downplay your importance because it does make them feel like a winner. But at the end of the day, when they think about you, when they think about what you were giving to them, which is that nurturing, patient energy, that energy of, you know, being there throughout their transformation, or being patient through the process of maybe allowing them to change for themselves rather than changing for you or for you to control them in some way. I feel like you had a lot of patience with this person, but they did not respect that. Okay. So it was very hard for them to basically plot these things and not have any control over you for some time, and then you being patient and maybe you glowing in your self love, you healing, you doing well in your career, you know focusing on other things other than this person. It was very hard to let you go because now your focus is not on them. They can't drain you anymore, they can't trigger you anymore, they can't affect you anymore. If they are currently affecting you, this is your advice to heal yourself from this codependency. Pile 1. This is not a good relationship to be in. Plain and simple. Okay? And if this is like a new person, and we are already like digging so deep into this person, I'm telling you that this person is very much controlled by their shadow. All they care about is how they look in the material world. And it will take a very, very long time for them to heal, and they won't heal because you want them to heal. They will heal when they really go through a major trauma or loss. Okay, and this year is the year of karma, but this is a timeless reading. But I'm doing this in the year of karma, so I'm already having that energy in this reading itself. So they are going through karma currently, and they are about to go through karma, literally, to basically release themselves from the grip of their shadow. Okay, they will have to go through like trauma or pain in some way, and spirit doesn't want you to be a part of that because you have your own things to deal with. Okay, so if this is a new connection, this will require patience on your end. If this is something that you really want, it will require patience for this person to finally not get what they wished for with the wish fulfillment in reverse, and you choosing wisely and moving in the direction of self-love and healing yourself, right? And that will create a very strong transformation within you and will ignite your own inner passionate nature. Okay, and I feel like there could be a transformation eventually in this connection, but in the future. Okay, if this person decides to self-reflect, which I feel is currently it just doesn't look like it's even possible. Pile 1. Okay, I plan to be honest with you about everything. Okay, I think they plan to be honest in this reading to you. Okay, they are not planning to be honest to you in person because they can't, because what they are doing is what they love doing. They're not doing it out of, this person is not doing this out of like not being in control of themselves. They are very much in control. They know exactly what they're doing. Pile 1. And they love it. They love doing this, and this has to be healed within them. And for healing to occur, they have to first think that there is a problem with themselves, which, because of their huge ego that we are picking up since the beginning of this reading, it's very difficult for them to do that, right? Let's be realistic about it. So yeah, now in the future the energies can change. I'm not sure about that, but as of right now, this is the case with this person. Okay, so I feel like the advice for you is to embrace healing, release any codependency or attachment from this person, release any expectations from this person. Do not hold them accountable for whatever they are doing. They have done what they could do. They are here to teach you something about yourself. What did you learn? Pile 1. Let me know in the comments, like, what did you learn from this person and their behavior and their attitude towards you? And how is it a reflection to what you haven't looked at within yourself as well? Have you not looked at your shadow currently? Have you not looked at certain ways that you cope in society to look a certain way, to project a certain image in order to be seen a certain way? Maybe this person is also mirroring those aspects within you that need to be looked at. How are you not loving yourself? Because this person doesn't love themselves. How is your shadow also sometimes taking over you? Maybe you wanting revenge on this person, or you wanting to like really make this person hurt for what they did to you. Where are those things coming from? How can you look at them in the eyes and heal them? Okay, shadow work. This is why I recommend shadow work. So if you want a personal reading with me for shadow work, I do amazing shadow work healing readings. You can ask my clients, like I have testimonials from them all over my Instagram. So let me know if you want a private reading. You can check out my Patreon. There's some valuable pick a card readings there as well. Do comment down below, let me know who you are. And check out my PayPal in case you would like to donate and you resonated with this message and this message helped you with the truth of this person, right? If you would like to check out my Amazon wish list in case you would like to donate to me, you can check out the Amazon wish list where I have my favorite tarot decks and oracle decks, so you can literally gift me those decks as well. Alright, do like, comment, share and subscribe, my loves. Thank you so much for supporting me, and peace. Alright, pile 2. So as I was shuffling, I already got the first card for you, mental conflict, as what they wish you knew, or what they wish they could tell you, or their confessions for you. Okay, we have the first card, which is mental conflict. Okay, and the first thing I heard was mental illness. Okay, what they wish you knew, pile 2, is that they come from a family of people with mental illness. Okay, I'm hearing schizophrenia. Okay, I feel like they come from a family of mentally ill parents or people who never took accountability for their mental illness. They never wanted to show society that they had some mental conflict or mental illness within them. So I feel like the whole generation's burden has come on this person, on your person. Okay, because this person overthinks a lot. They have a lot of like very shadowy thoughts about situations. Okay, there's a lot of anxiety that this person deals with, but it's not just anxiety, it's like something even deeper than that. Even like psychologists will be able to understand what I'm saying. Maybe if you're a psychologist, let me know. But I'll just explain it to you psychically, like what I'm picking up from them. Okay, like as symptoms of how that it comes across. I feel like this person imagines the worst outcome of a situation first. Okay, so that could come into like negative thinking, but then they also make up scenarios in their mind. They make up scenarios in their mind where either people will conflict with them eventually, or they will have to battle people mentally, and like as in physically and mentally, as in people will constantly bring issues in their life. That's how they process the world. It's like the world is out to get them, right? So there's a complete lack of trust, a complete lack of understanding that there are people who will take advantage of them versus there are people who are actually good people in the world. But this person has a thinking based on conflict. So either this person causes conflict for no reason, or they are part of a lot of like conflict constantly. Now this could have been due to the conflicts that happened within their family as well, where like somebody just made up a reason to argue and now everybody's arguing and nobody wants to like lose in that argument. So it's like a whole bunch of like talk and like toxic talk, literally like gossip and ish talking each other, right? So I feel like this person has dealt with that since their childhood, and they have grown up around people who have never trusted even their own children or their own family members or something like that. They could have come from parents who like actually cheated on each other. Okay. There could have also been some family feud within their family due to like assets or financial reasons. And the person in control within their family could also be mentally ill, like somebody who had inherited something within their family themselves was mentally ill and deranged. So the mental illness is also something which causes them to like overcompensate on the public image that they show the world, right? Which is material harvest here. Okay, interesting. Let's get a few more cards. That's just one card I'm getting so much information out of. Okay, let's see. We have emotional withdrawal. Yeah, I'm telling you, this person wishes you knew that this person actually realizes this mental illness. Finally, like there's a cycle breaker in this family, which is your person. This person is going to break this. Oh my god, I'm getting goosebumps. This person is going to break the generational curse of mental illness on their family, period. But they're having a very hard time with this. Pile 2. They're having a very hard time. Like, I cannot even emphasize this enough for you. Because what they show the world is that they're a normal being, that they're like, doing the normal thing or whatever, right? But internally, like, they are like in grief, they are like full of sorrow, based on these thoughts that they torture themselves with. It's like a self torturing chamber that is there in their mind. It's like a mental illness. I don't know what this is called, guys. Let me know like what it is, where like you hurt yourself with the worst case scenario, and like imagining the worst about a person, or thinking that, or anticipating the worst in a person, or what the person could do to you constantly, though. Like, it's like a constant. So even if this person goes in relationships, or if they are with um whoever it is that they are trying to trust, right? They create scenarios in their mind to see how they are backstabbing them, how they are hurting them, how they might kill them one day, or something like that. They just make things up like that. And they constantly do this. They're constantly doing this. And this is finally like it's coming out through their emotions that they have repressed in their childhood, um, which is like maybe one of their parents like abandoned them, and this also played a major part in like this mental illness being looked at deeply, is what this person wishes you knew. Okay. And this mental illness also makes them very indecisive, like they cannot make a decision for to save their life even. They're very bad at making quick decisions, or decisions through their intuition, or trusting themselves or trusting others. That is completely devoid here. Can you imagine like how they must feel, pile 2? That's what they wish you knew. They wish you knew that it's really scary in their mind. It's really scary inside them. And they withdraw emotionally to not burden you with that, or to not burden people with that. They really go within, they hermit, they cry. This person cries. Okay, they cry. They are healing this within their family, because they had to be the one to look at this. And a lot of it came on to this person, because none of their family members took accountability or responsibility for this mental illness that has been going on in their family. None of them. These family members either wanted to project their hatred on this person, or on other people, or blaming other people for everything that happened to them and their life, constantly pointing fingers, constantly taking responsibility away from them, constantly stepping on other people's toes, because they know that something worse is going to happen, even though their knowing is also like delusional. Their knowing itself was delusional about people, but they keep stomping on people, or they keep like doing things in order to like achieve something in life or whatever. But this person is dealing with that. They wish you knew that it's a lonely place because they see this about themselves and it's scary. It's like a monster within them that is like feeding on them. It's like a demon or the demon that has carried on in their bloodline, which they have to like heal and they have to cure, that they have to like look at it in the eyes and not be scared of it and tell it to go. That's why they're dealing with their emotions currently, and that's why they could be withdrawn from you and from this connection and from everyone around them. Like they could be either traveling to like locations, different locations, or they could have certain work where they get to like travel or move about in different places, so that they can actually self-reflect on themselves every time they get the opportunity and the chance to do so. Okay. Wow. Wow. Pile 2, I'm so glad I did this reading today. Like, thank you. Thank you for giving me the honor of reading for you and your person. Like, this is beautiful, guys. This is, okay. This is a blessing, okay? Wow. Let's see. What they wish you knew. What they wish, what Pile 2's person wishes that Pile 2 knows about them. We have movement, choices, and decisions. I told you they have a very hard time deciding. Pile 2, like look at the doors of decisions here. This person confused, like which door should I walk into? What should I do? Like as soon as they have to make a decision or do something, it's like they have these like myriad of options in front of them and they get like disillusioned. Like this is a mental illness, guys. Movement, choices, decisions. They have like a split mind or like a split personality, I'm hearing. Um or they split themselves to like please people. They could be like a shapeshifter. They shift in order to please, but they still see the worst outcome of situations. Like they cannot think of anything good to come out of a situation, no matter what it is. It could be a love relationship, it could be a family connection, it could be friendship, whatever. They constantly are able to see the worst outcome. Now this could be this dark energy, but you know what I'm picking up, like this could be like a psychic ability that develops within them, where if they really refine this, if they heal this could turn into a psychic ability for them, or this could turn into like a spiritual gift for them, where they are able to actually see different options in like crossroads or situations where they don't know what to do. um but they have to heal this mental illness first. Okay, because spiritual gifts also look like mental illnesses. Remember that. So this person is like struggling to understand like how to heal this so that they can actually use it as a gift, or they don't even know this for like they don't even know that this could turn into a psychic ability. This is something I'm telling you, okay, because their higher self is also coming through to tell you this. So maybe you could relay this message to them eventually, like when they open up to you about this, which I'm not sure they will, because they look very withdrawn. It's like they're very ashamed of this. They're very ashamed, okay? And they carry that shame from their bloodline, from how their parents never chose to actually go to a doctor or to go to a psychologist or to get the therapy or to get the healing. They never took that responsibility to look at themselves in the mirror and to see, like, why am I so insecure? Why am I so indecisive? Why am I not able to think positively about anything in life? Right? Wow. This is like it's like hell in the mind. Oh my god, this is a very dark energy pile. Okay, hold on. I'm literally transmuting this energy right now. Much better. Much better. Okay, I just transmuted it. Yeah, but with the shadow at the bottom of the deck, this is their shadow side. This is something that they really hide from the world. Um, I'm so glad I did this reading today. Like, wow. Okay, but it was like this energy. is so contagious. This demon that they have is so contagious, like it wanted to get into me. I just transmuted it. Like I was just like, no, I if you come into me, you will get destroyed. Like you will hurt very badly. Please leave. Right? That's what I just told that energy, and it meant okay. It cannot last within me because I do a lot of healing for the collective. Wow, wow. But this person is doing it, man. I'm so proud of them. Even you are, I'm sure. Pile too. Like this is beautiful, boo. This is beautiful, boo. Okay. Let's see. What they wish you knew. My life is not as together as it seems, Pile 2. Exactly. I'm telling you. This person, they show a brave face to the world, man. Like they only they know what they're going through. But to be able to look at this is brave. They are so brave. Whenever you can, try to encourage this person. Like try to check up on them. Try to just give them some words of encouragement and just let them know like you're there for them no matter what, right? Like this person needs that from you. They wish you knew this about them, but they cannot tell you for the life of them because they feel like they have to take this to grave, or they have to suffer alone. They have to suffer in silence with all these shadows that are coming up to the surface, and what their family did and what their parents did. There could have been a very dark history in their bloodline where their parents could have like literally done something like harmful to another human being because of all the negativity that they stew up about people. That was a mental illness, pile 2. Do you understand this gravity of this mental illness? Like it's scary, and none of them have gone to see like a doctor or deep. All right, let's see. So they wish you knew that their life is not as together as it seems currently. Okay, my loves? Deep down, I know that you're my soulmate. Okay? So although we have been speaking about them and their issues because it is a huge thing, right? Deep down they know that like you will understand. Like, oh my god, I don't know what this is. That this is so beautiful though. Like they know that if they open up to you that they are vulnerable, that one day you might understand. They're just holding that speck of thought in their mind that somewhere in their corner gives them comfort. Pile 2. Deep down, it's like deep within them. They know that you are their soulmate. Like you are the one. They wish you knew this. Okay, so if they haven't confessed because they're dealing with this, please forgive them. It's okay. It's okay. Let them deal with this. Encourage them to be whoever. Like let them deal with this. Okay. If you have come across this reading, this is a very specific reading. Okay. And this is your person, my loves. Give me more on this person. Are you still mad at me? Oh, this person. Are you still mad at me? I'm telling you, are you still mad at me? Like again, they are thinking the worst also, right? So my life is not together as it seems, but then deep down I know you're my soulmate. But then are you still mad at me? Like their thoughts run amok and they don't want to burden you with this because they see it. It's like they see that this is not right. They see that there's something wrong in this. And to be able to self-reflect on that and to recognize that, because many criminals don't pile to. Many people who get overtaken by their shadow, they don't self-reflect. This person is doing this, right? So are you still mad at me? Like they wonder whether you're still mad at them for how they behaved. I have been defending our love to anyone who disapproves of it. Okay, so maybe there are family members or people who don't accept your love connection with them, and so you had to separate with this person. But they have been defending your love to anyone that they come across. Like even though they have such negative thoughts, they are like conquering it. They are battling that demon within them. What a brave warrior you have here. Okay, they wish you knew this. Okay, we have I drink to try and numb my feelings for you. Oh, I'm becoming a better person. Oh my goodness, pile two. Oh my goodness, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because when we see a person with mental illness, we constantly judge them, right? We constantly like, oh, this person is this or that. And you know how I learned this? I learned this from Buddha in a way. Buddha also dealt with like a criminal who used to like cut people up and enjoy doing that. And he healed that criminal. He made him meditate, and at the end of the meditation, that criminal was crying. You know? So that's the power of love. That's the power of peace. There's no bigger power than peace. And this person is becoming a better person because they are realizing how much they have been in chaos and they need peace now. And you are their peace, pile too. And they're realizing this, okay? And they drink and try to numb their feelings. They do, okay? Whenever they emotionally withdraw from you, or if they have currently withdrawn from you, they could have lied to you about something. Again, because of this mental illness, you and I were too young. So maybe you're dating from a young age, or maybe like there could have been like conflicts which were very immature between the both of you, but they have been having visions and dreams of you, right? So it's like their own psychic abilities could also be kicking in because they are looking at this demon. Like, damn. Okay. Wow. Okay. So let's see. I'm so proud of this person. Like, you let me know in the comments. Boo, are you proud of them? Wow. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Pile 2. Nights are worst for me. It's as if all my feelings are amplified. But you know what I heard? Instead of feelings, I heard fears. This person's fears are amplified in the night. So they like think about all the negative scenarios when it comes to you walking away, when it comes to you like hurting them, or you cheating on them, or you like slapping them, or dominating them, or like pushing them down, or hurting them. It's oh my goodness. It's a dark place in there. Pile, please pray for them. Pile 2. Please wish them well. Please send them healing. Please send them your love. Especially when you are sleeping in the night, like just send them your love, okay? If you are in separation. And if you're talking to them, you know what to do. Like just keep encouraging them, keep being there for them. You don't have to tell them that you know this. You just have to keep like being there. Wow. I have so many fantasies to play out with you. When can we begin? I'm telling you, this person has so many, like, it's like a kaleidoscope of like fantasies or ideas, but that also turns into like a kaleidoscope of dark thoughts, of like terrorizing thoughts, of like thoughts of the worst outcome, the most negative of situations manifesting in their life through people, through other people. And then they want to like, do things to that person to like remove them, and they are seeing this like they oh, I don't know what to say. Your scent is addictive, and I swear I can smell you when you're gone, right? um so this reading could seem a bit uncomfortable to you, pile 2, because man, how do I explain to you? This person is healing. This is something I can tell you for sure, okay? This person is healing, but they require some support as well. Like they cannot do this all alone by themselves. They can get into meditation, they can do their own healing. That I'm not denying from that. But they require a confidant, someone who they can actually open up to. And I don't see them opening up to anyone else. It's only their family and them that know about this history in their in their family, which they are very regretful about what has happened in the past. I'm hearing it could be their grandpa who like ended someone. That could have been the case as well. Due to this, went to jail. They could have had some issues with that, drinking problems as well. um this seems like a very like a person that needs like help and doesn't need love but needs help, but they actually need support. They actually need someone who can support and be there by their side, to understand them. And people would be scared of this person actually if they know the real situation. So maybe they hide this by emotionally withdrawing. So whenever they are withdrawing, you know exactly what's going on. Okay, they're having those dark demonic thoughts, and so many people would be scared of this person, but me, like, I just feel that they can be healed, they can be cured. They just have to be treated with love and given peace and support. That's all. And I feel like, pile 2, you empathize with this, you understand. Otherwise you wouldn't be on my reading, because my readings go very deep. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have, I get insecure when it comes to you. I told you that dark negative thoughts, and I'm nervous and overwhelmed in your presence. Okay, it was in reverse. So I think they are overcoming these shadows. They are overcoming this mental illness, which in itself is such a blessing, such a blessing. God bless this person, like, if there is a God, right? Or source bless this person, like universe bless this person, divine bless this person. So proud of them, because I see this card, like, I'm becoming a better person. Really proud of them. Okay, but they can definitely smell you when you're not around, or they like have certain maybe things of you, like maybe a tissue or like a handkerchief or something that you left at their place, if you have been like that together. um and if you haven't, and if this is a new person, they are dealing with all of this, my love. Okay, and this is your soulmate, and your love is meant to also in a way heal them. Your love and your support and your kind gestures of maybe checking up on them when they are like emotional or withdrawn, just to tell them that you're there, if they need anything, or knock knock, right? Just checking in would be really helpful. Otherwise this person will not try to burden anyone else with what they're going through, but they might burden themselves with those issues, just letting you know. Okay, and they need someone to basically tell them that they need to seek some therapy or something like that. They need to look at that. I mean, they look at their issues, but they haven't gone to a professional. I don't see that. They get confused, like they get disoriented. Okay, so they need someone to basically understand them. Okay, and if you're scared to do this with them, then that's your decision, pile 2. I mean, I cannot control you. I'm not here to control you, but I'm here to give anyone that sees this reading in a way a lesson that we don't have to be scared of such things, especially when a person is taking responsibility and opening up, right? So that is something that's there. All right, pile 2. Wow. I'm speechless after this reading. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this person? Like, this person could have like substance abuse issues, or like um issues with drinking and things like that. Okay, but they do this to calm themselves, but it's not helping. Okay, so whenever they are withdrawing, they're doing those things to like cope with their mental issues that are coming up. But they're also becoming a better person. So it's like, even though they do these things, um they know that being your soulmate requires them to be a better person than this, right? So they are very aware, they're very psychic in a way. Very, very psychic. They're gifted, my loves. They could be a star seed. They never felt at home over here, but they are here to break the cycle within their family, and the generational trauma within their family, and the ancestral trauma within their family. They're the curse breaker. Okay. Wow. Glad I did this. So let me know in the comments how you resonated with this, my boo. Okay. Um, and check out the description box for my Patreon in case you want to check out more exclusive pick a card readings with for a smaller audience, which is more like more and more accurate by the day. Okay. You can also check out my Etsy shop in case you would like a personal reading on this person, or how you want to go about this, or whatever. If you have a love reading or a career reading that you want, you can check it out. I have other readings as well. You can also check out my PayPal in case you resonated with this message and you would like to donate and give back to me. This would really help me and support me during a phase of financial crisis, even in my life. So thank you so much, my loves, and bless you all, and peace. Okay, pile 3. Wow. I just literally had to clear my energy from pile 2 because pile 2 literally restored my faith in humanity. It was a very deep reading. Um, but let's see. Pile 3, your person, my boo. Let's see your person's wishes for what you knew about them, their confession to you, what they wish you knew about them. Pile 3. Okay. Alright. Spirit guides of pile 3, ancestors of pile 3, please tap me into pile three's person on their mind. What does the person on their mind wish pile 3 knew about them? Or what do they wish to tell pile 3 right now in this reading? We have memories of love. Wow. What they wish you knew, pile 3, is that they really miss you. I felt a strong sadness in them. This is definitely a separation pile. You're separated from this person. Now, some of you, this is a passed on loved one. Could be a grandmother energy. I'm picking up grandmother, grandfather. It could be your family member. Could be your mother, father. Anyone that you have lost. Just know that they are looking out for you from the other side. Okay. This is going to be another heavy one. But the person that you have on your mind, um, this person misses you, and the reason why this person is really missing you is because your ancestors are like in a way forcing them. I'm not gonna lie. Like your passed on loved ones are involved in this relationship between you and your person, whoever you're asking about, and your ancestors are basically showing them you in their dreams. Every time like they walk out, they see your name on a billboard or behind a car, or I don't know, they just keep being reminded of you every time they try to do something and move on. um, they keep being reminded of the memories that you both shared with each other, be it like a walk in the park or jogging together, whatever, right? Whatever memories you have made with each other, like cooking with each other or dining with each other, going to movies with each other, Netflixing and chilling with each other, whatever it may be. This person is being reminded of all of these memories. This person is like in a bubble of memories of you. They're like in a bubble of bubbles. Like they are in a bubble. I'm like picturing them in a bubble, and there are like small TV screens within different bubbles. This person could be like into VR or technology. I'm just picking that up. But like they are seeing different memories play out in their eyes. Yeah. This person could like literally light candles in your name. Interesting. What the heck? That took a twist, ancestors. What's going on there? What they wish you knew is that they do light candles in your name in order to call you in. This person could be doing some kind of a spell to call you in, which is not good. They are tampering with your free will, again, because of a lack of confidence to approach you with the solar plexus in reverse. They don't feel confident enough to approach you again, so they are doing like spells to pull you in some way. Interesting. Wow, that took a turn, ancestors. What the heck? Okay, but your ancestors wanted you to know that. um I'm not gonna speak too soon, but I feel like your ancestors are supporting this connection. And I don't know why, because I don't know the reason for your separation yet. Okay? So I'm kind of questioning your ancestors right now in the reading. Wow. Okay. I have the right to. Even your ancestors are like, you have the right to ask us. Okay? Interesting. What is this conversation? Alright, pile 3. Maybe you also like question a lot of things to your ancestors or something like that. Your ancestors are like even me as a reader, I'm like quite similar to you as a person. Wow, okay. Hi, bestie. Your ancestors made me meet you today. I'm so glad. But let's get back to the topic now, ancestors, shall we? Okay. Um, yeah, so let's see. What does this person wish you knew? Pile 3. We have rejoice in celebration with the 3 of Cups. There's a lot of emotions here. Oh my goodness. A lot of emotions here. This person wants to celebrate with you, wants to get together with you. I feel like there could have been a separation. Was it due to third party in some way? Was there some lying and some third party situation and deception and cheating here? Truth, yeah, some truth came out. I'm telling you, some kind of truth came out about maybe your person cheating on you or a third party situation. Okay. Emotional withdrawal, and you had to withdraw emotionally from this connection. Or did you cheat on them? And then they withdrew from this connection. I don't know what's going on here. Pile 3. Okay, but if you did it, it's like your ancestors are asking you to take accountability for this. Like if you're missing them, right? But what they wish you knew is that if this person cheated, right? Because your ancestors are like strict about it. Some of your ancestors are like, you need to fix this. Like your ancestors are strict about it. Okay, they don't want this negative karma on their bloodline. And for others of you who haven't cheated but your partner cheated, they are here to like tell you, they wish they could tell you that their passion just ignites out of the blue. What? Like the truth is that I'm sorry what I did to you, but my passion just ignites like when I see someone else, and then like I feel like connecting with them and I feel like I'm in love with them. Balance, yeah, but that is imbalance here. This is like a lack of balance in their ability to know the difference between lust and love. They think that if they are lusting after someone, that they are in love with that person or something like that. But the memories that they are having with you and the flashbacks they are having with you is like it's unforgettable. It's something that they cannot forget. Pile 3, and that's the truth here. Okay, but I see the chains here, chains around this. So this is telling me that they keep it chained inside them, that they withdraw from you emotionally and they're not talking to you currently, and they are like crying and like kind of teary-eyed about this connection, is because they are ashamed of how like horny they feel when they look at like someone that they're attracted to like lustfully, and they really want to connect with them. Like it's an impulsive decision to like connect with them on a deeper level and they feel like they're in love, like that the love has begun between them and this person, not knowing that this is just the 3 of Cups. It's like it's like a friendship, or it's not that deep. But with you, 6 of Cups, it's deeper. Okay, that's what I'm picking up with this person. So they wish you knew this. This is the truth about them. Damn. Damn, these readings, every reading has been different today. I'm so glad. Thank you, universe. Thank you, spirit, for allowing me to do this for people. Thank you. But we have love begins and we have balance. Okay, so they are off balance in terms of this. Like they actually want like a stable foundation, but they are not able to begin it because They lack patience and planning. Like they lack it completely. But they want like a stable foundation with you. There's no one better than you. And they are actually missing you so bad right now. Like I cannot even emphasize that enough. Pile 3. Bestie, they cannot deal without you. Okay, they cannot deal with life without you. But this codependency also has to be healed. Like, yeah, so this person has an issue. They wish they could tell you that they like require someone constantly in their life. Like if you are gone, and it's not even like that if someone is gone that they require, because they cheated on you. I'm picking up specifically cheating. Like this person has a habit of cheating. And it's like a character flaw in them. They wish you knew that why they do this is because there's some imbalance in terms of what they have grown up to believe that love is supposed to be like, which is they feel is lust. Like they, if they feel lustful towards someone, they feel they've fallen in love with that person, and then they cheat with that person, with the current person that they are with, even though the current person that they are with and them have like a solid foundation that they are beginning to achieve in this connection. They still sabotage it. Like they wish they knew, they wish you knew that they sabotage things. They sabotage solid connections. And I feel like they could give the excuse of maybe you not emotionally listening to them or being open and receptive to them for this behavior. Like they could blame others for what they do, but internally they know that they're wrong. Like they're wrong for doing this. Like they are not doing the right thing. And like they're lying, right? Because we have the truth card here. They're lying about it. And that needs to be balanced out. Okay, because they cannot forget you. Like that is something I'm seeing very strongly in these cards, that like they are being reminded of you with the crown chakra. This is like a very strong spiritual connection between the both of you, and it's like their ancestors and your ancestors have like collaborated together to make sure that this collaboration comes through, so that like there's a foundation built on this relationship. But this person has this like lack of understanding of what true love is versus what lust is. They don't know the difference, and they're ashamed about that as well. Like they are so ashamed about it. um it's like they sabotage themselves. I wouldn't even say that they are actually doing it to consciously hurt you. They're not doing it to hurt you. They themselves are hurt, but they have not seen that hurt, or they have not done the healing inside to be able to see like what causes them to even feel drawn to someone else in the first place when they already have a beautiful connection with someone. And that's when they do it. I feel like they sabotage it when it's getting good, or it's feeling good, or it's finally getting somewhere, or something like that. They sabotage it instantly, and then they withdraw. They don't know what they're doing. Like they are stuck in this, and it's like very deep and personal to them, like why they do this. And are they self-reflecting on their spirit? Like are they even, I want to know that. They could also like start avoiding you by like going to parties, or hanging out with others, or trying to move on from you with the person that they cheated on you with. But immediately they realize the truth that the emotions that they were feeling for you cannot be replaced with this new addition that they got in their life, who only ignited their passion for like a moment, and it was like a momentary obsession with that person, but it just went away. And this person tries to kind of start a relationship with the person that they cheated on with the person that they cheated with. They like start having a relationship with that person, or wanting a relationship, and they realize that it's that's not supposed to happen. Their ancestors really kicked them in the butt there. or this person is they're kind of like a kid. They're trapped in their own maze in a way that they have created for themselves. Okay? Third eye chakra, like they have a block in their third eye. They cannot foresee what is good for them. They can't discern. There's a lack of discernment with the third eye here. Temptation, I'm telling you, temptation. Look at that. My intuition be on point. Pile 3. Temptation. God damn it, their temptation, it takes over them. Okay. Victory and success here. Could be like in dark environments, in like where nothing is much visible. It could be that they like party, so maybe they're in a relationship and then they go out with their male friends at a party and they pick up another person or something like that. If this is a male, this could be a female as well, right? They just sabotage. This is coming from their childhood somewhere. What is the root cause of this temptation spirit? Like, tell me about the childhood issue here. Positive movement forward. Yeah, like in their childhood, they saw something positively move forward, and one parent got tempted immediately into something else or cheating on their other parent. Authority, because they had authority to do so. Right? So, wow. Okay. Intuition. Yeah, that blocked their intuition to be able to do the right thing. Okay. Because their parent had the authority to be tempted by anyone and get away with it. So, they saw this from the childhood and they think that that is the right thing to do. It's like a strong belief that has formed since their childhood. Poor thing. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get more messages from this person. This person could be Sagittarius, Scorpio, Capricorn, Cancer, um, a Libra, a Gemini, Virgo. Okay, let's see. I hurt you because I was immature. I'm telling you, while this immaturity is something that they know about themselves, like they know that they sabotage, especially when they get tempted. They know they do this. Okay, and with the devil energy, I feel like, wow, why am I not getting a clear answer on whether they are doing it purposely or not, so that I can bash them? Because your ancestors want you all together. That's what it is. That's why I'm not getting a clear answer. Why do your answer? Okay, why do you ancestors want them together if this person is doing this? Like what? Because pile 3 definitely wants something stable. Pile 3 doesn't want something like this. So why do you want them together, ancestors? Can we please question you right now about this? Please let us know in our limited understanding of this world. Okay, wisdom, look at that. Because you're going to gain wisdom and intuition from this. So it's like wisdom is healed pain. I feel like you are meant to heal this pain in their life, because that's why they have memories of you. Remember, they have memories. Their ancestors are haunting them with your memories to make them realize that they have to stop this, and losing you will make them realize they have to stop this. So if they have lost you currently, great. If they haven't lost you and you're taking their ish, please stop taking it and disconnect from them. They have to learn what true love is by losing you, literally. That's what your ancestors want, so that they are actually wise enough to come back to you and heal that wound once and for all. This devil energy, this temptation will go away once you give them tough love. Tough love is required here in order for them to gain wisdom, in order to them become wise. You are meant to make them wise, okay? And that's how they will know what true love is, through you, okay? And I hurt you because I was immature here. So they wish you knew that. They know that they are an immature piece of poo poo. Okay, because I'm also pissed off at them right now, but your ancestors are like, okay, keep your personal emotions aside, because there's some lessons that are being learned here, right? Some serious lessons here. Okay, let's see. Pile 3. Look at that. I can't keep my feelings hidden from you any longer. I'm telling you, pile 3. They cannot keep their feelings hidden from you. Okay? Because if they keep them hidden, they hurt themselves. It's like they're hurting themselves because they can't find anyone like you in the first place. God damn it. You are irreplaceable. Your love is irreplaceable. Your memories with them are irreplaceable. Just everything about you is irreplaceable. God damn it. Okay? That's right. Your ancestors said, that's right. Your ancestors are really like beefing with their ancestors right now. Like, god damn it, what is this person doing right now? You know? But they like, maybe your ancestors and their ancestors have like a contract of, this healing that needs to occur in the bloodline. Okay? So we have, wow, we have this in reverse. We have, bear with me, I'm working on my insecurities in reverse. I'm telling you, so they are going to come up to you and tell you their feelings, but it's like they don't know what their insecurities are. Okay, that's what it is. They don't even know where this is coming from. Like, they don't know. You will have to point it out to them, or maybe bring them to me so I can like give them a reading on like exactly where this roots from, or share this reading with them after you are done giving them tough love though. Okay, I wish I had treated you better. So I feel like they treated you like poo poo because they are poo poo. Okay, but they have to upgrade from being a poo poo, right? Yeah, I said it very seriously because right now your ancestors are like, no more laughing or something. What is this, ancestors? So much like separation made me realize how much I need you. I'm telling you, they are going to need you at the end of this tough love session that you're giving them, or you have to give them. Okay, that's your advice here. Here we have, I'm sorry for making your life uncomfortable with my in and out behavior. So they could be in and out of your life. They, like I said, they're like a serial cheater, or they need to heal this, and you are the only person that can help them do that. Okay, I'm kind of uncomfortable with your ancestors doing this, but I can't doubt them. Okay, I can't doubt your ancestors because they know more than any of us do. Okay, so nights are the worst for me. It's as if all my feelings are amplified. Pile 3. So they miss you the most at night. They miss you like crazy at night. Like, it's like they just keep getting bombarded with your thoughts at night. um let's see what else. I don't know. No, wait. I'm so confused. I don't know what to do. Please help me figure us out. Pile 3, can you help me figure you two out? Gosh, this reading. Even I'm confused. Just like this person is confused, right? That's why even I'm like getting so like pulled apart, because even this person doesn't know why they sabotage things the way they do. And you are here to teach them a lesson and give them tough love. And their ancestors are pissed off with them, and your ancestors are pissed off with them as well, because you are such a precious gem, and their ancestors are like, time up, is it gonna happen now or we are moving on? Like, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, like ancestral beef literally happening. um yeah, so wow. Pile 3, you let me know, guys. Even I got a bit confused with this reading, but I think I relate the messages pretty clearly. What they wish you knew is that they have certain patterns, certain self-sabotaging temptation patterns that they get tempted into, that make them feel like that is real love, but then it turns out like poo poo. And then they start, they treat you like poo poo in order to do that temptation thingy, but then they come back and think about you because they lost you, and the emotions were really growing here, and they were doing this. Okay, so that has to be healed, and you are supposedly meant to heal this within this person. Okay, this is heavy. Okay, personally, I might beef with my ancestors to do this kind of work, but hey, we are here to learn lessons. So I don't know how I would deal with this. You tell me, pile 3, like, how would you deal with this? I'm sure you agree with your ancestors, like how you are being asked to tough love on them and things like that. You would agree, because I know that you share feelings here, right? With the memories of love. I feel like you both have memories for each other. You both really loved each other, and then they sabotage this, like poo poo, like being poo poo, literally. Okay. So yes, let me know in the comments, guys. Do subscribe if you enjoyed this. Okay, this really helps my channel, because many don't subscribe when watching, and I would appreciate if you do, because I will come up with more such juicy content for you. Do check out my Patreon, guys, for pick a card readings not available anywhere on YouTube. I come up with very original topics over there. It's in my description box, the Patreon. You can also donate to me through my PayPal, if you got helpful messages from my readings today. Um, you can also check out my Amazon wishlist in case you would like to donate tarot decks and oracle decks to my channel, which are my favorite. Okay. And yeah, for personal readings as well, you can check out my Etsy store, which is in the description box as well, my love. So thank you so much, Pile 3, for tuning in, my boo. And